Section 11.8, finding areas. Now I did consider not even making a video here at all because we already know that to find the area under a curve, you do the integral. If this is a and this is b, you integrate that function from a to b with respect to x. Once you've done that and you found the answer to the integral, then you write it in a set of brackets like that. You substitute the b and you substitute the a, and you do the top one, take away the bottom one, the upper limit, take away the lower limit. And all of this is on the playlist for the year 12 book in there. The only thing that's changed is that the function in here can now be a really hideous function to integrate. Last year it had to be fairly nice. It had to be something we could integrate in year 12. Now we can do all the hideous integration with all these horrible functions with a nasty function, with a nasty integral there. So what's the point then of even including a video? Well, a couple of things that are slightly different. First of all, I wanted to put in a reminder that if you have a function above the x-axis, this area will be positive. Below the x-axis, this area will be negative. So if you had that situation, you wanted to find these two areas, then you'd have to integrate from here to here and then from here to here. That's a mistake that's you know, it's a trap that's waiting for you. So I thought it was worth including that here. And secondly, so if we've got a curve and another curve and we want to find the area between them, between those two curves, between A and B, well, what we could do, let's say this is f of x. Yeah, I'll make sure my notation is the same way around as in the book. Then I can integrate f of x with respect to x, and I could take away the integral of g of x with respect to x from a to b, from a to b. But we know that the way that integration works is that if I'm integrating from a to b f of x minus g of x with respect to x, the way I would do this is that I would integrate that with respect to x and then integrate that with respect to x, and I do that, take away that. So this thing here is just the same as this here. So you can do the subtraction and then the integration, which often will be easier. Sometimes you want to do the integration and then the subtraction. Sometimes that'll be easier. Okay. Other than that, all the nasty tricks they pulled on the AS paper or in the year 12 book, they're going to pull those nasty tricks again this time, except that the functions that we're going to have to integrate are going to be nasty as well. So watch out for curves crossing the x-axis, watch out for curves meeting in odd ways, watch out for there being lines and curves, and you've got to take away triangles and all that sort of thing. But that's it for 11.8. If you need extra help on those, go to if you know about my channel, if you look at the playlist, then you know where the help is. If you found this elsewhere, then if you go to my channel, look under playlists, there's a playlist covering everything on year 12 pure, and the year 13 pure playlist is covering nearly everything. So all those other techniques are on those playlists. Good luck.